Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. So if any of you watched my first video, which was the Adirondack chair build, and I'll link it up here in the corner, you know how much I hate this saw. This is a Hitachi saw. I got it at a garage sale years ago. The guy cut through the cord, put a cord on it. I never changed it. It's not accurate at all. You can't, it's got different flip down fences, and I can't get it accurate. I don't know if the aluminum has worked or what's going on with this saw, but I finally got to where I didn't use it other than just to roughly break down stock. And the reason I'm going to get rid of it is because Santa was very good to me this year. So let's take a look at that. Oh man, this thing is heavy. A brand new DeWalt 12-inch double bevel compound sliding miter saw. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna unbox this thing and set it up. That's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. All right, let's get you a little closer so you can see something. We got a big old piece of styrofoam. We got stuff in this corner and stuff in this corner. There's a hold down clamp. Let me get all this stuff unboxed and I'll bring you back. All right, there she is. Very well packaged. I don't see anywhere where the cardboard was compromised or where anything could have gotten hit. We're going to get this out of the box and take a look. First thing first, we'll get the bag off. Ooh, she sure does look pretty, doesn't she? All right. We're going to have to look up some stuff and find out what's holding what. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. Okay, which one of you took my glasses? Right there. Well, that is well locked in place, I will tell you that. No, there we go, because it has a lock. All right. All right. It's got a nice big blade in it that it comes with. It's a DeWalt blade. It is 32 teeth. I have a 12-inch blade that I'm probably going to use on this. Beautiful. All right, let's get some of this stuff put on and see what we got. That's the dust bag? Seriously? It's awful small. I'm pretty sure that's going to fill up in one cut. Okay, we have these that have to go underneath, and then this clamps in. And I need wing nuts and a washer. Okay, your battery went dead, but I had propped up this side over here so that I could get to the stud underneath it because this goes in here just like that. And then this clamps on there just like that. And then you got a washer and a wing nut. I can't really see what I'm doing under there, and it's not working right. So we're gonna have to flip this up or something, because I don't like this not being able to check what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the clamp. I guess it's just not, I don't understand why it's not very tight. And that right there was really, really sharp, and it just almost cut me. Right there, can you see that? That's a sharp piece that got me. I'm gonna have to hit that with a file. Maybe I don't have this in, I don't think I have this in far enough is what's going on here. That is probably more like it, right there. And yes, I did read the instructions on how to put this in, but they didn't say how far to put it in. This is that clamp. You can see that wing nut there that I had trouble getting onto the stud. But you can see that these outfeed supports, they don't give you a whole lot of room there. I mean, that's about, what, 2 inches of room past the clamp? So those are not very long. You're not going to get much out of them. Okay. Alright, I got both the extensions in. They took a little messing around with to get them all in correctly. But it's kind of nice these fences move out. Give you some extra room here. Alright. So let's plug it in and see if she cuts straight. Okay, I got a piece of scrap 3/4 inch plywood here. It has a fairly straight edge on one end. Let's plug this thing in and see what happens. That's got some power. It jumped a little whenever I pulled the trigger. All right, that's a nice clean cut. Let's see how we did. Nice. That is perfect. Yay! I don't have a crappy miter saw anymore. Let's take a look at a few of the features of this saw. This is the lock right here that I was struggling with earlier. This right here, if you push that down, you can turn this to the angle that you want to cut your board at. And it's got recesses up here that the pin will fall into to make sure that you're on 0 or you're on 45 degrees. This will disengage that pin so that it doesn't go into the recesses. You push that down, flip that up, and now it just moves freely. Push it back down, pull down, and that brings it back to where it was. There's 2 locks on this saw. One is right here. Push down, pull, and that releases the saw. Push down, push it back in to re-engage it. And the other one is right back here. This, you turn down, and now the saw won't slide. Release it, and there you go. This right here is your depth stop. If you wanted to cut a board but you didn't want to cut it all the way through, you want to make a groove in it or something, you would use this. And what you do is you just flip this down, and then you undo this wing nut and take this stop and unscrew it until you get the depth of where it's going to stop. And then when you're done using it, you just flip this up out of your way. Okay, I just noticed that mine is not sitting at 0, so I don't think I'm getting a straight cut. And that's how it came out of the box. So we're going to have to fix that here in a minute. Let's see if I can get all of this in one shot. This is your release, the lock release. This is your stop. I released it, so it'll come this way just a little bit, but when I get to 0, it stops. If you pull that, you can move it to 15 degrees, 30 degrees, whatever you want to move it to. But that is supposed to be 0 right there. I'm going to say no, that is not 0. So how do we adjust that? That's a good question. In order to adjust this, we need to pull this pin, get it out of our way, and then I'm going to push that up against there, and this is the adjustment. The problem is, I don't know which way it's adjusting. I can't tell it's moving at all. Oh, it's moving the pin. Whoops. Okay. Let's do this. We gotta let it go back in because I went too far. Okay. So, unlock that. Move this. To where I don't see any light coming through. Get it perfect. Or as perfect as you can get it. Now lock it in place. And set this. You're going to have to mess with it a little bit, but you can get it perfect. I'll take that. Last couple things to mention. This is your hold down clamp. Put your work under here, spin it down, pretty standard. Got a hole in the back that holds it. You can adjust it a little bit up and down with this knob. That's about it. And then I think I mentioned that I'm going to try to get a hold of Shop Nation. He's got a collector for the dust that is much better than what DeWalt gives you. I'm going to get a hold of him and get one of those. The dust collection on these machines is not known for being all that great anyway. So I want to try to improve that, especially since I'm in a 2-car garage with the door closed most of the time. All right, that's going to do it for this video. I think that's all the unboxing stuff I've got, and I am going to get back on some of the project videos now. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one. Hold on.